we've had everybody asking us, what do we do to put the weight on these horses? So I'm going to show you what I put into a bucket when we do a rescue bucket for these guys. First off, a good thing to give them is rice bran. You can do the pelleted rice bran or the powder rice bran, and it's just stabilized rice bran. I'm going to give them probably about a half of one of these scoops, which is about maybe 2 cups. So 2 cups of the rice bran. Then I'm going to come back over here. Now she's an older horse, Cindy is, so she really should be on senior. So I'm going to give her a full scoop of senior. That goes in her bucket. Then I'm going to give her Lake and Light pellets, which is a Bermuda alfalfa blend. Alfalfa is good for putting the weight on. I'm not worried about her being hyper or anything because she's older and she's already lethargic. So when I started her buckets when she came in, I started her with about a half a scoop of this. Now she's worked up to about 3/4 of a scoop of that. The other thing I'm going to put in her bucket is some electrolytes. I want her drinking plenty of water. So I'm going to put, well, I don't have much of this left, but I'm going to put, normally I would put about a half a scoop, which this is probably 2 ounces. So I'm going to put the electrolytes in. Then, since she's new, she just came in, I don't do the psyllium like the bucket says or the instructions say, because she's full of sand and she's full of dirt. So I don't want to remove it all at one time and risk her tearing her intestines or anything. So I'm going to give her this is a normal cup that you do for the 7 days, which is on the box. But I'm going to give her only about a third, and I'm going to put that in her bucket. The other thing that we use that is really, really good for putting weight is Amplify. Amplify is really high in fat, and Purina makes it, and it's just called Amplify. Now I'm going to give her one of these, and that's it. That's what we give them to start putting the weight on, and they get that in the morning and they get that at night. With her, because of her being so skinny and doing smaller amounts, she's getting it 3 times a day. She gets it for breakfast, she'll get one at lunch, and she gets one at dinner. Now I'm going to put water in this, and I'll show you how I'm going to the level on it. I'm going to put the level of water over the pellets so that it can soak into all those pellets and make it soft for her to chew. Now once I stir the rice bran up in this, it'll thicken up. And it's like being a little kid playing in the mud again. Now I'm going to let that soak until that water soaks into that pellet, and then it's going to be the perfect bucket for her. She's going to gain weight. It's going to go straight to her body. She doesn't have to do any metabolizing of this. I mean, her stomach is not going to have to do any work. It's not going to affect her mouth if she doesn't have the teeth in the back. She doesn't have to chew it up like hay and process it. It'll be already processed, so it'll go straight to her body. And that's the bucket.